that and you just like make the goal bigger, 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 better. You have to do the steps of how you're going to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to get to this goal? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Kyrie Rashid Show. So glad that you decided to come back for more. So what's up? As you can see, hair not uneven no more. But I take my hair out, and y'all know before I put my twist in, had a Bobbiana. So I still have a Bobbiana, and I just been looking up like what I'm gonna do because it's been a minute since my hair been this short, but it's actually longer than I thought. So this is really like damn near natural state, just a tiny bit stretched. I did a little bit of finger coils. Never did that before. Did some finger coils, and then had it under the dryer. And this is a little texture it came up with. So we're gonna be rocking the short stuff because I'm not gonna be firing my hair in the Bobbiana all the time. So it's gonna have to work with the shortness. What else? Trip home, 24 hours in and out. Nephew's birthday was cool. Real black. Real black. Just love it. You know what I'm saying? The decorations, just like a black event. Like they drinking, there's music playing, a little bit of ghetto stuff in there. Lots of people you don't know, finding out the business about each and one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like real cool, real quick. Flight home was crazy. I was supposed to get in early so I could make some money. Did not get it because the flight was messed up. So instead of getting in at 12, I got in at 7:30 p.m. So that really threw a wrench in my plans, but nonetheless, the Lord will provide. Amen. Amen. So because the Monday really got messed up, my week has kind of been fast. So it's like, I think it's Friday. It's Friday today. And I'm just like, well, how did I get here? It's because that Monday got messed up. Now we in the month of February and we got some new adjustments, new practice plan. So I kind of got a little bit more free time during the week this month. That will change next month. But like, as far as me like doing stuff, like I think this apartment is coming together slowly but surely, but like certain stuff I've been like, oh, like you don't need that. You don't need that. You can buy it later. So for instance, like a shower rack. I ain't bought a shower rack, but I just forced myself to buy it because I'm like, bitch, you need the shower, like get it. If you don't get it, you never gonna get it. I think what else did I buy? Oh, I needed to get some hair products because you know what I'm saying? My hair was finna come out, so I had to get that. Mary Ruth has been real on the, you know what I'm saying? It's been real popular. And I was told to get it by my little hairstylist out here, Mariah. So I just got it. And I just had it for the first day. What else did I had to get? The main thing is the shower rack. Oh, I got like a teapot because I've been using like a regular pot. And I'm like, this is like ghetto. So like get yourself the teapot. This is your stuff. Like this is your spot. Get yourself the stuff. You know what I'm saying? But today we are going to be talking about goal setting because we're going to get into it, but I'm not one to really share goals out loud or even remember. Like I do be keeping track and I have journals. I'm going to pull them out. But I took a second to go look back at some of them to see what did I achieve and what did I not achieve and what type of goals am I setting for the future. So without further ado, what happened was basically probably, we could check the notebook in 2022. So that was me fresh out of college. I was overseas in Ireland at the time, started listening to podcasts way more to help with my podcast. Did I start the podcast that year? I don't know. Maybe I didn't start the podcast that year. I don't know. I started it at some point, but I was into podcasts. Like I just started, and there's this one called Slay Girl Slay. Okay. By Ashley Legs. And I don't know, it's just like cute girl stuff, girl life. I don't know, they real quick, real cute. You know what I'm saying? She just talk about her life. And yeah, just like me, just talk about her life. And like, she got her stuff together for real. But she set goals. So she talked about how, if I'm not mistaken, because I just re-listened to it, she was at this like conference or something. And was it Hill Harper? Was it Hill Harper? I could be wrong, y'all. I'm gonna just put the screenshot of the thing in there. And he started talking about goal setting, and then she did the exercise, and it was called the blueprint manifestation. And basically, it takes one of your main goals or your whatever goals you have, and you take it from vague to like OD specific, and like try to stretch that goal and stretch your mind, imagination farther than what you could have thought. Now, could the goal be hella outrageous, like really hard to attain? Yes, but nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? It's getting you some point and it's forcing you to like really think outside the box of what you want in your life. So I did it. I did it and I liked it. Let's rate through 1 through 10. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So I did it. I tried it out. I just wanted to see for the season that I was in. And I think now since 2022, we're gonna go through the journals. I don't think I have one in 2023. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I did it in 2023. So 22, 24, 25, and 26. So 22, 24, 25. So for 4 years now, I've done it. And we're just gonna talk about it. So I'm a journal girl, as you can see. So I have a journal here. This is just for like, this got grocery lists in it, plans. This is where I write out my episodes. What else be up in here? I be doing mental work with my kids and stuff. So I'll write down like my lesson plans in here as well. What else I'm gonna talk about? I used to write down workouts in here when I was creating my own workouts, but I don't want to do that no more. So then I got 4 journals here, and maybe I just don't have my 2023 journal here. Maybe I just don't have it. I'm not sure. So I only have a few of my journals here. The rest of them are back in Portland. But this one was definitely when I was in college and then transitioning to overseas Ireland. So I didn't start in this one, but I just want to show y'all. I like to have like very simple notebooks. Some that say notebook or notes or take notes, very simple. I had a theme where as you can see, like my favorite color is like, I love a blue in this type of shade. I love a teal. You know what I'm saying? Here we go again. Like majority of my journals look like this color, but then I'm like, I fuck with a new color, and I just got, I have a black one now. Another one is kind of in that like more green vibe, but look, yellow, yellow. I don't think this is my only yellow one, but see, this don't got no words on it, but it got a little tassel and it got a strap. I fuck with a strap. Pause. JK. So, okay, we're just gonna like go through it. This was on December 8th, 2022 at 11:32 a.m. And I love putting the time and date just to see what was really going on. Mind you, I was in Ireland. So I said one major goal that I have right now is to average 20 points, 10 rebounds, and be a successful basketball player, because that's the space I was in. More specific, I want to be a successful basketball. Oh, sorry, I crossed out want to. I will be a successful basketball player who averages a 20-point double-double and will be on the all-league teams. I had to enhance it. This is the exercise of the blueprint manifestation. So I had to enhance it. And I'm just sitting here like, well, how much more specific can I get? Like, that's the problem with me when it comes to this. Like, what else do I need to say? Because let's just go straight to it on my mama we lit. You know what I'm saying? So enhance bigger goal. I will be a successful basketball player who averages a 20-point double-double and will be on the all-league teams in Ireland. This will provide me with even better basketball opportunities to play in a Euro League. Ooh, child, this is so funny. But no, it's like, it's candid. It's vulnerable, too. It's vulnerable. And then it said, even bigger, question mark, question mark. And it said, I will be a successful basketball player in Ireland that averages a 20-point double-double and get named to the all-league teams. This will give me even better basketball opportunity to play in Euro League, which will then propel me to a spot in the WNBA. What? I'm laughing because ain't that crazy? It is crazy, vulnerable once again, but also just to think about this was 2022 where my mind was at. You know what I'm saying? Like, where was my mind going? And then, so basically, after you do that and you just like make the goal bigger, 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 better, you have to do the steps of how you're going to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to get to this goal? So, steps to my blueprint, what I want my life to be. The rest of this Ireland year, I will get my daily vitamins in. So that's reading, writing, stretching, and I said, etc. Now that seems a bit vague. These change depending on the day, but those three are staples in my routine at this point. And I would say even now, reading, writing, and stretching are staples in the routine at this point. I will say that. Now stretching, I gotta get better with that still. And then it says listening to my body while also doing the workouts when I need to. That seems vague too. This is stated because my body's health and also being mentally tough. I mean, I'm catching the drift a little bit here. Maybe because I've had 3 surgeries and what I'm saying, like stuff like that. So being smart is what I'm gathering here. Deciphering the difference between my body needing a break and pushing through. There's one thing about me, I'm a push through girly. And my brain, like, especially when I'm active in my sport, it's like, but you need to go work out. You need to go work out. And if you don't go work out, you trash. And somebody else is doing more work than you. So I just get in a mode and I just have to do it. So that was probably for me to be more intentional about having breaks. You know what I'm saying? Then it says bring all of my personality and energy to the court. Don't shy away from the moment. Do you. Maximizing potential in games especially, but also going hard in practice. Improving my mental toughness, which I'm already mentally tough. So what am I talking about? What am I talking about? This includes my meditation, going hard in practice even when I don't want to. So maybe I just didn't give a fuck at a certain point, or we'll come back to that. Stretching daily vitamins even when I don't want to. Now that's real, because there was like, bitch be tired. I'm tired, boss. So I don't be wanting to do that all the time. Finding and keeping my motivation for each day and moment, being present, eating. Easier said than done with this food. I have no snacks. Or if I have no snacks or food to go, get more even if I don't want to. Making sure I'm hydrated and fueled. Don't feel bad if you need to eat again after practice. Oh, when you're hungry, eat. So that's the end of that one. And it says Slay Girl Slay Podcast, Manifesting 101, Building Your Blueprint. So I think I just call it the Blueprint Manifestation. So these are cracking me up because 2022 was my first year overseas. And the food, I lived in a hotel. So the food stuff is funny because I'm just picky about how things are made, smells and all that. So like 2022, the eggs overseas, I had stopped with the eggs. I would be hungry, but the problem was I didn't really want to eat. And then when it says like, don't feel bad if I need to eat after practice, it's because we had to go into the restaurant and basically ask them to make us some food. And I would feel bad because I'm like, damn, it's late. Like they closed pretty much, but like that was our only place to eat food. So it was like I would feel bad. But one thing about me, if I don't like it, I'm not gonna eat it. So there would be a lot of times I would not eat. Really, I was not eating the stuff because I didn't like it. So that is hilarious. Now the mental toughness, going hard in practice, I think it was just like a rude awakening of like how practices are ran and what my expectation was and how things were gonna go. And I think when I say mentally tough, I was just in shock about, or I had a certain expectation and it didn't meet that expectation. So I think I would just get irritated. So I wouldn't say I'm not mentally tough. I just think I had to fight through agitation a lot. And I in 2022, actually, when it says show my personality and all that, like I did a pretty good job. Like I went into it and I was like, bitch, they don't know you. You finna act like you all the time, play around, kiki, have fun, life of the party. Like I was her for real. But I still wasn't trying to like go out and stuff all the time. But I'm never trying to do that, you know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, it's like, it's just a new experience. Like you never know if you're ever gonna do this again. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of them, and that was just interesting because it was like I was really in a heavy basketball mindset. Just graduated and went overseas, so I was in. I was only thinking about basketball. I wasn't thinking about nothing else, which ain't no problem. It's just interesting. It's just interesting. Okay, so that was 2022. Damn. Do I not have? Hold on. Cause this skips to 25, y'all. Hold on, 22. Oh, hold on. Gotta bring the yellow notebook out again. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. So what the hell? All right, now, y'all. So apparently I thought I had multiple entries, but I don't. I don't. So I guess we're skipping to 2025. Cause like, I don't know where anything went. I thought I had other ones, so sorry I lied about that. So now we're just going straight to 2025. So this will be shorter. This will be shorter than I thought because I don't really plan on sharing what I just did because I literally just did it like over a month ago. I did it early in January. So I don't want to share that one until, we go through and see what's going on. So we'll share the 2025 one, and I did that 1/8/25. Okay. And this is just gonna show you how different my mindset has jumped 3 years later. And I'm also in 2025. Obviously, I'm in Colorado, and I haven't went overseas. And I had like fake opportunities, if you will, like jump scares. Woo, you going? Just kidding, you're not going. You know what I'm saying? So so 2025, my fault, y'all. Don't got 23 or 24. My fault, unless I just can't find it. Whatever. First goal, save 10K this year total. And then I rounded it to 14. That's so interesting. I will save 10K this year minimum and have enough to get my own apartment. I will save over 10K this year to help me save enough to get my own apartment. These savings will also invest more into my business that will grant me financial freedom. So this is where we're getting detailed, and I'm just getting to the point because at this point I've done it, you know, years. So now I just go dash, goal, dash, add a little more detail, dash, add another detail. Okay, I will save over 10K this year and get my own apartment. I will also have over 5K in regular bank account to aid in more investments in business, luxury, travel, financial freedom. And you know what? Now that I'm reading this for 2025, I I remember. So I just don't have the journal. I was talking about how I looked. Oh my god, or is it this one? I just like talked about how I wanted to look and how I wanted to step up my wardrobe and stuff. And I did do that. I did. I swear. I stepped up my wardrobe like this much. You know what I'm saying? Where I had like some business clothes and stuff. So I don't know where that journal's at. But I remember that was one of my goals is to stop looking bummy all the time. Anyways, back to 2025. What I want my life to look like: luxurious and comfortable, organized, stable, freedom, God filled. Steps to get there: continue to divide up paychecks into savings and bills, etc. Track my spending, stack my bread, get that, and leave. Uh, Becoming more informed about money, what I wear. I'm put together but mostly what I have. I do not want to be putting on different clothes or buying new clothes, y'all. But mostly what I have. What I eat, healthy with some snacks, per usual. What is wrong with me? Anyways, second goal. I will grow my edges back. Do it look like I got them back? And I be dragging it because it really, I did have some like weakness at first after wearing braids or something for a long time. I just noticed it was a little bit thin at one point. I said, I don't like that. My edges will grow back. I will retain length with hair color. We fucking got them. Because look at me now. Nope, you ain't retain no length with no hair color. Because with this hair color, your hair got shorter and shorter. My edges and hair will grow along with maintaining hair color and be very healthy. My hair, my hair and edges will be the longest it has ever been in my lifetime. Along with maintaining my health and hair color. What it will take to get there: consistent hair routine, insert a treatment mask, trim hair every 2 months, no braids, parentheses crying. I just gotta finish this because it's cracking me up. Anyways, third goal. So this year I was ambitious. I had 3 different goals. I will get a professional basketball contract. I will get a professional basketball contract in Europe, parentheses, not Ireland, or a Spanish speaking country. My next basketball contract will be my highest paid contract in Europe / Spanish speaking country. This contract will be the best overall experience I have ever had. I will also be able to save money from this contract. What I want my life to look like: elite hoops, different country, great eats, travel and culture, great people, beautiful life, comfortable. What it will take to get there: stay down for the come up. Stay ready so I don't gotta get ready. Believe God. Elevating my game, shooting, handles, and IQ. Goals 2025. Let's get it. Y'all, my mind is so funny. 2025 was just last year. That was the beginning of last year. And so what's the date on this? 1/8/2025, 2:31 p.m. And what I'm going to say about this is that clearly I'm conflicted. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talked about 2025, I had 2 things and my mind was changing. It was either I was going to get a contract or I was going to get an apartment. It wasn't both. But in these goals, I'm saying both. Where it's like, I don't think you can have both. You got to have one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe that's just wrong of me to think that. But as I'm looking at this, it's like, as the year went along, I don't know if it was like in August or what, but it was either or. It wasn't both. And these goals at the beginning of the year state both. Clearly, with the hair stuff, I had the whole game messed up. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at my hair. But ever since your girl, we can insert old pictures. Ever since I put that color in my hair, year by year, the hair been getting shorter and shorter. Shorter and shorter. Over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't no problem. My hair was cool when it was real long. I love a long hair, but maybe it's just time for me to embrace the shortness. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And I needed to go blonde at one point in my life. That was something I always wanted to do. So I did it and that was done. And maybe I'll do it later on in life again and start all over. But like, fuck it, we ball. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, we ball. Now like I said, when I took this hair out, it was way longer than I thought. She did cut it into a bob, but I thought I was like, didn't have no hair back here. I thought I didn't have nothing back here, but I actually do. And the fact that these are in little ponytails up front is really throwing me for a loop. So yeah, the hair stuff was crazy to even say. And no braids. I did braids at the end of the year, or I just came out the twist. I did them at the end of December, so I almost made it the whole year without them. But yeah, and I said trim hair every 2 months because when I first went to the salon, I thought I had the game. I thought I had the game on lock. Mind you, my hair had been blonde already, and I just kept getting retouched up every whatever. I was trimming it every 3 months, but I didn't know when you get color, oh, it's more damage. You know what I'm saying? You gotta switch that out. You can't do what you was doing beforehand. That's not how this works. So my shit was fucked, and I was like, damn, damn, damn. But I still got blonde though. So it is what it is. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. So that is so funny that I said that. Now did my edges grow back? Yeah. So I guess like 0.5, 0.5. The main one that we got to talk about here is the money. And I'm in my own apartment. So I did that. I did that. I was able to do that, y'all. So like, pat on the back. Pat on the back. And one thing that really stuck out to me is like I said, becoming more informed about money. And I have been very intentional even now about learning what the fuck I'm actually doing. Now, some stuff my brain just can't compute. You got to keep telling me over and over and over again. But when it's come to like being intentional about, putting some away and having the rest to spend and tracking my spending, like I've been having probably since I made this a chart where I track my spending and what I spent money on for that month. Like obviously Apple helps a little bit, but like seeing all my bills and all that stuff, I've been doing that, y'all. I've been doing that. Now, is my life luxurious yet? No. Am I a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more stable? Of course. Yes. I'm talking about what I wear, I'm more put together, but mostly what I have. Now, that was lazy. Now, I ain't been putting that shit on, but as a coach, you just wear shit like this all the time. You keep it pushing. Like, I don't need to be a lemon pepper stepper, ever, really, when I'm coaching. Only sometimes. And there was a point, I went through a phase where I was putting makeup on because I wanted to feel cute on the weekends. And then my face started breaking out, and I said, oh, nah, on occasion, we're not, I'm not putting the makeup on no more because my face all fucked up and shit. It's fucking me up. Healthy, I just eat healthy in general. So there really isn't nothing, but I've been more intentional. Like I said, this notebook is for planning groceries and stuff, planning out my meals and all that. I just made a 1-pot stuffed bell pepper, a huge pot. That's finna last me this whole time. I just made it. It's probably finna last me until next week. You know what I'm saying? Eat a little here, a little there. That's what you do with that. So just being more intentional about money, that's one of the goals that I really did do. So I'm really proud of that goal because I think that was my main goal. The other thing I would like to say about that blueprint manifestation is that there is no mention of my career outside of basketball or like what I'm going to do next in life. So that is something I want to keep note of because once again, where my mind was at that time. Clearly I was in a battle of one versus the other and I was trying to do both in my mind there, but only one was being done. So just now as my mind has like transitioned, it's so interesting. So interesting. So now what? It's just fun just looking back. Like when they talk about look back at your journal entries, I get scared a little bit because as I was skimming one of them, I said, oh, this story was out of line. So I don't know if I want to deep dive into that, but as far as goal setting, it's like I always have set goals, but I've never been vocal about them. And I don't know if it's because, or maybe it is because I get mad if I don't get the goal. Now looking back on that is funny because it's been years. For like the 2022 one, it's been years, but like in the moment or more closer to that time, I would have been upset because I'm not nowhere playing right now. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to share that goal with people. And I just always think about like when people say don't be sharing your goals to everybody because they try to yuck your yum. And I'm real like private, keep to myself anyway. So I don't know. It's like I could write it down and all that stuff, but I just don't be saying it out loud, or I don't want to I don't want to fully acknowledge it. Like if we just think about like basketball in general and how I guess I don't like to set the goal until I realize I could do it, until I feel like I actually could do it, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't say, oh, I want to play D1 until I start to feel like I actually could get good at it. Does that make sense? Or I didn't say in college, oh, I want to play pro when I stepped foot on there. I was just grateful to be there and get out the mud. But then when I started to really get like that in college, I said, oh, I want to play pro. I want to play pro. So it's just like, wow. And I think I didn't say the WNBA stuff because I just never thought I could do that. I never thought I could do that. And then I was talking to somebody and he was like, I mean, he kind of like forced me to say it. Like, if that's what one of your goals is, like, just own that shit. And I'm like, yeah, man, you right. But I keep it real tight because I like to achieve things and I like to elevate my life and do things that haven't been done before. For my realm of experiences. Um, and it be grinding my gears if I don't get it. Now, like I said, reading it back now, I ain't mad. It's funny. It's just interesting to just see where my brain was at and what it was doing during those times and how much it's changed um, as I've continued to grow year by year. And then how I'm probably just gonna change again. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna change again and again and again. But I am really proud of the money making one. Because I just got how do we get here? How do we get here? I wrote that goal, forgot about it, but I locked in, and now we're here. Amen, amen. So I have a question: are you a goal setter? Are you the type to share your goals? Or are you the type to keep your goals? Do you like to write them down? Is it in your brain? Do you do vision boards? I still need to do one. I don't think I have ever done one. I have one, and it's like it's barely started, y'all. Y'all, I need to do it. I need to do it. And then we're going to end with this. How often are you able to accomplish what you set out to do? Because in the grand scheme, if I'm thinking about the stuff that I set out to do, I've been able to accomplish a great amount of them. A great amount. All of them? No. No. Then I'm questioning, like, is that what you really want to do? What is it? Let me know in the comments. Once again, this has been another episode of Kyrie Rashid Show. So glad that you decided to come back for more. Get at me.